We believe it is our missing person.
Over it several times, and I knew it looked suspicious.
We focused on the positives, and that's we were able to provide answers to a family.
Over it several times, and I knew it looked suspicious.
We not find it when we were searching. The lake was extensively searched with side sonar, with an ROV. We had divers, we had swimmers. I think that's part of what we're going to have to go back to do.
How did they not find this car with divers and swimmers? This makes no sense to me. This poor father, when he gets done grieving and is able, he's going to stand up and he's going to want answers. And we, as a community, need to remember what he said in the beginning. She's not just his daughter. She's everyone's daughter. And anyone who has a heart will help this man demand answers from law enforcement to get justice, not only for him, but for Kiely.
Right there?
Is it red there?
Yes, sir.
How in the could they have missed it? That's impossible.
And
Which window's up or down?
The, what was it?
driver rear.
Driver rear was down, and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No.
Is she in the driver's seat?
No.
She's not.
No.
She's
Is she in the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
I would recommend. This your daughter. This your daughter, dude. Do what you want to do. I would recommend this is not a part of that. This. Yeah.
It's going to be my last memory.
I'm Doug.
I can't blame her father for not wanting to see his daughter like that. My brother just passed over 3 weeks ago. Not a memory you want in your brain of someone that you loved. You want to remember them the way they were, not the way that some evil person left them.
My hair.
Yeah, I would say that we actually had divers, not necessarily in Foster, but in lost bodies of water up until even the days that they were there. There were many cars that were following up on the full stream, as well as other bodies of water. So
He didn't have divers necessarily in Prosser. Why did they bill so many man hours to the county, to the state, and to the federal government if they didn't even look in the lake where her last ping from her phone went off? You know, my title is A Father's Nightmare and a defense attorney's dream. Are they purposely doing these things so it's hard to prosecute the person who's responsible for what happened to Kiely. Because I'm never going to believe that this was an accident. How can you? Someone took the time to wash away tire tracks. Someone also took the time to pick up all the paper that was floating in the lake that came out of her car. Why didn't the truly can wash out and float to the top? There's definitely something wrong here. And this is where we're going to see this lady put her hands in the car and move the steering wheel. And then there will be another man who does the same thing. Sloppy police work or cover up.
We believe it is our missing person.
Come back and be okay, and just to know that she's loved and that we all, like looked for her and that we all loved her through this and stuff.
They all loved her through this and stuff. Why are they speaking in past tense before she's ever found? Whose parents have the most power in this community? Whose parents are connected enough to cover all this up? To bill for all these man hours, but not look in the lake where her phone last pinged? Make that make sense. If you have a different view, I'd love to hear it in the comment section.
Magdalene, I hung out with her, we made creme brulee. She was, everything was normal. I don't think she ran away. I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
Kate was with her that day, making creme brulee. But everybody who follows true crime know that suspects in a missing child case always adds more details to their stories than are necessary.
So we have started to hold teen-to-teen talks, which is where teens are able to come and talk to us as facilitators and just able to be there without the pressure of parents, the pressure of media, the pressure of adults and police, so that they feel more comfortable talking with another teen to come forward and maybe share some information that they were scared to before this.
Yeah, so we've been trying.
Come and share information that they were scared to share before this. Before what? Before the teen-to-teen meetings with Sammy and Meg, collecting vital information in the whereabouts of Kiely Rodni. Were they diverting and deleting pictures, videos of that night? Or was there a party at all at Prosser? Did Kiely ever make it to a party? There's a lot of questions and no answers.
Trying to move to get closer to the areas where the other teenagers that were at the party have been for these teen talks, and the one that we just had in Tahoe City was by far like the biggest showing of kids that we've had. We probably had somewhere between like 50 and 70 kids show up, and they all, like, everybody helped us. All the information that we got was good, and
It helped us move further.
Yeah, we really made
50 to 70 kids show up, and all the information they got was good. But none of that information led to Kiely being found, because it took a YouTube channel, Adventures with Purpose, to come to town because their subscribers begged them to drop everything and come to this case. Something is really wrong. This shouldn't happen to any child, and her dad shouldn't be living this nightmare, wondering why the hell his local law enforcement and the FBI billed all them hours but didn't even search the lake where his child's phone pinged last.
progress with the information that we've gotten.
Yeah, so we're planning on having as many of these as it takes to get in contact with anybody who may have been at the party. Whether that means we have to travel to Reno, to Incline, to South Tahoe, wherever we can to talk to kids. We're offering rides now. It's for kids who may not be able to get out. We're asking parents to allow their kids to attend these meetings, as it is crucial to this. And we will do anything. We offer food, we offer snacks. Every interviewer is comfortable and a safe person to go to. And we're not trying to get anybody in trouble. We're just trying to get more information.
And with the help of the community, we're going to find her, and everybody has been incredibly supportive. And that we are going to find Kiely with the help of our community, but only with the help of our community.
With the help of their community. Only the help of their community. Nobody else. And I want people to pay close attention that both these ladies have stones hanging from their neck. Were they involved in some type of witchcraft? Is it some kind of cult? What is going on in this county?
Thank you all today.
But only with the help of our community.
Staying together at the party. They just went to the party together because they were hanging out earlier in the day. And then I saw her the second she got there, and from that moment on, we were pretty much seen together all around the party. We would break off for mere moments from each other to go talk to other people or to go do other things, you know. But we would always come back to each other. We were just going around the party. We were drinking the same drinks, being teenagers, throwing glow sticks into the party. And it started to grow really big. I would say around 10 to 10:30. It just blew up. Like, it started to get to the point where I was getting overwhelmed. And I'm a very social person. I've been to a lot of these parties. I've never been overwhelmed. I've actually been underwhelmed. But at this party, it was very large. Like, it was bigger than any party we've had in Truckee all year. And for a lot of years past, there were people from what we think Sacramento, San Francisco. I remember talking to somebody who was from San Francisco, Reno, Folsom, areas that were just way out of reach from it. And it was really overwhelming and weird to see, but I didn't really think much of it. I just thought, oh, kids are around here. They have vacation homes up here. They're just coming to party because why not? So then Kiely and I were going around taking shots and just drinking. We were trading drinks with each other. We were sharing drinks with each other. We would go back to her car to get some alcohol sometimes, and then we went to her car to charge her phone, and we were talking about just random stuff, and then it's kind of hard to remember. And so, or no, we were talking about her texting her mom and her charging her phone and stuff, and just about the party in general. And then we had a few other friends in the car, and then we all decided to go back to the party. And we were around in there for a bit. I had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride was leaving. I said, hey, I got another ride home because she was meant to be my ride home, but I knew she was too intoxicated to get me home. I had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride was leaving. I said, hey, I got another ride home because she was meant to be my ride home, but I knew she was too intoxicated to get me home. And I wanted to stay at the party longer. And
Why 2 stories, Sammy? Why 2 stories? Was it that she was too intoxicated to drive? Or was it because you wanted to stay longer? But in actuality, the way you tell the story, you didn't stay longer. Remember? Kiely called you to see if you still needed a ride. But you were already on 80. Driving. You meant riding. Which is it?
so then we ended up splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car, so that we could sorry, my mind is in a moment.
No, that's okay. Noah in the chat wants to ask
I
you.
had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride was leaving. I said, hey, I got another ride home because she was meant to be my ride home, but I knew she was too intoxicated to get me home. Splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car.
When they got back to the party after leaving the car, where'd they leave the car? In the water? Did they move it to a second location? What does she mean by that?
You. Who was fighting at?
Splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car. Splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car.
And then here comes Check It TV. And what does he find? All the belongings dumped out of Kiely's car by law enforcement when they turned it over to recover it. No net, no blocking out windows, sloppy police work. For what? To help a defense attorney?
From the truckie.
Got bruised up from the truckie.
I got all bruised up from the truckie.
Bruised up from the truckie. And then in the other one, she says, I don't know where the Kiely is. All right, if I'm in a car and I'm about to jump out and let this motherfucker go into the water, right? If I'm going to tumble, you tumble with your dominant hand. In MMA, when you're stretching and stuff, you do your rolls, right? If she was in the driver's seat, was in the car, like it sounds like she was in the car, and you jump out and you hit the ground, and you know you're going to hit the ground, and you tumble. Look at where her bruises are, bro.
I got all bruised up from the truckie.
Right. So there's no telling what could happen, but I do know for a fact she was messed up. That is a fact. So
Santa Mae gets all bruised up from the trucky. And then Red Flag Ronnie says, I do know for a fact she was messed up. That is a fact. So if they try to word it nicely, like, oh yeah, she's a little, no. She was shit-faced. Damn. And I wonder, was it just alcohol? Was it possibly substance, tripping or like, oh, it's definitely a mixture. How in the hell does he know for a fact that she was messed up? Was he actually there? Or was he lying for views for Icky?
If they try to word it nicely, like, oh yeah, she was a little, no, she was shit faced.
From the Trekkie.
Right. So there's no telling what could happen, but I do know for a fact she was messed up. That is a fact. So if they try to word it nicely, like, oh yeah, she was a little, no, she was shit faced.
Tell me I'm wrong.
This out of red flag Ronnie's own mouth. It's very disturbing. Because he's not talking that somebody told him. He knew himself for a fact. And then you have Xana May who pops out on the same channel that Sammy did her interview on. So it makes you wonder how Tony Dodge is involved with the disturbing information that has come out about him and his gangbang DM. What is going on here? Cover up, distraction, or are they all involved in what happened to Kiely? And somebody's covering it up.
I
You are
don't
wrong.
believe that
You
she
are
knows.
100%
Why are you
wrong.
so
I
defensive?
do not
Why are
know.
you so defensive?
I do not know where the little girl is.
Why are you so defensive?
And then why are you
Okay.
bringing all of this up?
Because, bitch, you were in Truckee.
Why is he bringing all of this up? Because y'all are all suspicious. You all are in the location of Kiely who went missing and was recovered out of a lake that you paddleboard across, right across her car. And if you all did it for clicks and views, you've just inserted yourself in a possible murder case. And what karma would that be for y'all to get arrested for what happened to Kiely if y'all were just doing it for clicks and views? You've allowed yourself all to become suspects and a target if this is a cover-up for somebody else's child. Y'all just made yourself suspects. And law enforcement needs to be talking to you. If they already haven't, with all the information they've received up to this point. But you see, if y'all aren't involved, you're helping a defense attorney turn the case from whoever is responsible, if it's not you guys. And it is a friend. Karma might come knocking on your door. And y'all might end up spending the rest of your life behind bars. You know, karma does work in mysterious ways. It would be sad, but I won't say it wouldn't be deserved.
full pictures of the people that we're talking about at a party. I just got to throw that out there.
Okay, well, at least I know for a fact that there was at least one party out there because, well, okay, so I have a video. I do have a video of this beautiful Hispanic party that was like right next to the site, and that's the video from their probable witnesses are getting interviewed by the police. So at this point right now, all we do is speculate until the facts come out. It's just like this same thing with Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito cases. So it's right now we're just speculating, right? But once the fact comes out, we'll know who's either right or not.
But you can't speculate that.
We'll all speculate. But I have a video of a party. A nice Hispanic party that was going on right next to the party the kids were having. Were you at the Hispanic parties, Anna Mae? Was it somebody in your group who sees the opportunity? You guys are very suspicious. Very suspicious.
A party exists if there's nothing to speculate it to exist.
But do you have proof that the party didn't exist?
It doesn't matter. If it doesn't exist, it didn't happen. You can't just make a party happen.
But do you have proof?
No, you don't understand.
Just like I don't have proof the party existed, and then you don't have proof the same way.
Hey, listen, if there's no party, you don't have to have proof of it not happening. You have to have proof of something happening. You don't have to have proof of nothing happening. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I had a comment. Somebody said that. Somebody says that dude on the phone was Ronnie. Was that Ronnie?
It was.
That was not Ronnie. That was not Ronnie.
See, and she's so sure that was not Ronnie. She knows Ronnie. She says, we have been in contact with Ronnie. Who is the we? Are they working in a group? Are they all working together? Their actions make everyone question who has a brain. What role did they play in Kiely's disappearance?
Ronnie.
How do you know?
It does not sound like Ronnie.
Yeah, that's what I did.
We both think it was.
Okay, I do feel like I need to point it out something. We're in contact with Ronnie.
You're in contact with Ronnie?
I'm not personally.
Unless you just know it. I have not talked to Ronnie.
So I'm asking everyone. Her dad is grieving. Her dad is destroyed by what's happened to Kiely. He wants answers. He wants the truth. So I'm asking everyone, if he comes forward wanting our help, please be there for him. Because you can tell he loved his daughter. He doesn't understand what's happened. Like I've said previously, all them man hours that were paid out for these people who were supposed to be searching for his daughter, Kiely Rodni. Why did they not search the lake? Why did they not find her car? Why did it take a YouTube channel, Adventures with Purpose, to find his precious daughter? Us as a community can help him push for answers. But it has to be when he's ready. So I hope Kiely gets justice. I hope somehow his nightmare will be able to end. But I do also hope that a defense attorney isn't able to get whoever did this to her off because of sloppy police work. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, you guys. Oh, one more thing. All the stuff that's come out on Tony Dodge in the last 48 hours. I'm going to link you to the video that Ryan just made. You guys should go and watch it. Because there's something real disturbing there. What person puts on a girl? Who talks about that? It's sick. And it's disturbing. And I know we're all tired of these kids going missing and then come up unalived. But until next time, you guys.